Hey there, happy Wednesday. It is Sanae Floyd here, business breakthrough coach and sales mentor. And today I want to talk to you if you feel like you are wading through proverbial treacle, like everything feels slow and perhaps stagnating and you feel stuck, you're lacking in creativity, you're lacking in inspiration, and it feels really frustrating. And maybe, there's a sense that what progress you were making in your coaching business has come to a grinding standstill. And when we're kind of in that state, we can end up making it worse, perpetuating the situation by judging ourselves and berating ourselves for not doing enough, wondering like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get myself to do this thing? And why can't I take action? And why can't I just focus? So if any of that sounds familiar, then I'm so glad you're here. I'm just going to share with you 3 really simple shifts in state that you can make immediately that will just shake off that inertia. And I know that it can be doubly painful for those of you who may identify as a hyperachiever or high achiever type who loves taking massive action. You love building momentum, you thrive when you're in motion and making progress. So it's doubly frustrating, doubly painful if that's how if you identify as a high achiever. So this quick video is 3 simple shifts that you can make immediately that will change your state in a heartbeat, which is completely possible, and understanding that you are an energetic being. So when you shift your state and get into the frequency of what it is you want to create, whether that's creativity, resourcefulness, productivity, ease, you can create that shift and find yourself more in a state of flow and alignment, which of course opens you up then to being more receptive to answers, solutions, opportunities, and resources. Okay, so the first state change is to become a magnet to the solution. So this harnesses the power of the law of attraction, which states that which is like is drawn. So if you are currently meditating on a particular problem or a situation or a state of being that is frustrating you, then you're staying within the problem. You're kind of keeping yourself grounded in the problem. I remember some years ago when I felt really paralyzed and, stuck in overwhelms, really stuck in analysis paralysis, and I've been there for quite some time. I remember talking to people and saying, I just feel like I'm swimming in the same shallow waters. Just there's no growth here. I don't know what to do. And I was just complaining to anyone who would listen, including in my own mind, myself, that I was swimming in this same shallow water, and as a result I was getting to stay there. I was staying stuck by affirming my present situation. So this is about becoming a magnet to the solution by deciding on what it is you want, how you want to feel, how you want to show up, what state you want to be in. Get really clear on that, and then begin to tell a different story. Like shift your focus onto that. If you want to be more creative, you want to be more productive, you want to feel more inspired, you want to know exactly what it is you've got to do every day, then step into that state through focus and affirmations, and just, imagining that is your current state, and very, very quickly you will start to shift into that, and that's where you will receive the ideas, the downloads, the inspiration, and start to create that forward motion once more. Okay, the second thing is very simply to move your body. So if you're interested in knowing sort of more about the benefits of exercise on your levels of productivity, your levels of intelligence and creativity, then I would absolutely recommend a book called Spark by John Ratey. But when we are stressed, we tend to get very woolly brained. We can't think clearly. We become reactive rather than response able. And then we quickly spiral into overwhelm and sort of negative thinking, stinking thinking. Now, research, especially in John Ratey's book, research shows that exercise actually makes you smarter and more productive, because as you're releasing that chemical cocktail of feel-good hormones and you're pumping more oxygen around your body, then by virtue of that, you have that energy flow again. So I'm not going to sit here and extol the virtues of exercise. I'm sure it's well known, but my only wish for you is in this video is to serve as a reminder that if you are feeling stagnant and you're caught up in a state of inertia, then one of the best things you can do is just to go out there, get some exercise, move your body, dance in your front room, go for a walk, but just do something to shift your state, shift your environment, and get the oxygen pumping through your body again. And the third thing is focused time bursts. So, we can all be guilty of complaining about a lack of time, wishing there were more hours in the day for all the things that we need to do. But essentially, time is the one great leveler. It is the one thing that everyone has in common, successful entrepreneur or otherwise. So what you do with that time is the difference that makes the difference. So you may be saying, yeah, I know that, but I feel stuck. I don't know what to focus on. Well, this is where you've got to get really kind of radically honest with yourself and take an audit of where your focus and attention is being drawn and distracted, because no doubt you will be distracted, you'll have other demands made on you, but that's what's causing your focus and your productivity to be diminished. So if you want to truly maximize your productivity and your time and kind of bring that energy back once you've done your exercise, then set yourself a timer, the Pomodoro technique. Just set yourself a timer, even if it's a 20-minute burst, even a 10-minute burst on something that you need to sit down and get done, but you are putting off because it feels too onerous, or it just feels too much like it's going to be hard work. Even if you just start and do 10 minutes or 20 minutes of a time burst, it just gets you into the momentum. There's two ways you can shift your state. The first thing is to focus on the state first and then take the action. But sometimes it works the other way around, where if you just sit down and do the action for a small amount of time, then that shifts your state into being more productive. And it sort of opens you up to, oh, actually, this task wasn't as onerous as I thought. So those three things really are amazing for immediately shifting your state out of that lack of productivity, that feeling like you're stuck in, wading through treacle, feeling inert in your business, and then you can start getting your energy flowing and producing productivity again. The final thing I just want to add here as well is often when we are in a state of inertia and feeling like we've hit up against a brick wall, it's often because we're focusing on ourselves. Whereas if you can shift your focus to being of service, putting yourself out there, knowing, oh my God, you have so much knowledge, skills, experience that will be of powerful service to people out there, your ideal clients, your audience. When you can make that shift to focusing on the people who need what you offer, again, that will create a shift for you to think, right, no, actually, I'll get out of my own way. There's people out there who need what I offer. I'm going to start talking to them and being of service. And so that's really a fourth one, isn't it, that I've thrown in there. But that will also support you just to get out of your own way and start making progress again. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful. What are we at? Just at 9 minutes, a bit longer than I anticipated, but I hope you found this helpful. If you've got questions, comments, please put them below. Always love to hear from you, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.